Details in one of the Central Valley's most shocking child homicides. A Strathmore woman was charged today with the murder of her 12-year-old son and the attempted murder of her 7-year-old son. 17's Olivia Lavoie joining us now with details of the 12-year-old's death and the glaring red flags that preceded it. Olivia?
Well, Tammy, the facts of this case are mind-boggling. In 2008, Sherry Telnis walked into a river and began to drown her infant son. She stopped before he died, and officials were able to save the baby, and Telnis was prosecuted for the crime. But she wasn't in custody or separated from her child for long. Now, 11 years later, Telnis is accused of once again bringing that same child, now nearly a teenager, to a body of water and drowning him.
The sun hadn't quite come up Saturday when a man was awoken by a knock on his door. It was 45-year-old Sherry Telnis and her two boys, Jackson and Jacob. They'd been staying next door at Telnis's mother's Porterville home, just an hour north of Bakersfield. Telnis was reportedly acting strange, so the neighbor went next door to get her mother. That's when he saw Telnis run into a cornfield, her two sons chasing after her. At this point, things started to get frantic, and by the time the neighbor and Telnis's mother found Telnis, she was soaking wet and alone. They found the two boys face down, floating in a canal. 12-year-old Jackson was rushed to the hospital but didn't make it. Investigators say 7-year-old Jacob is now in a coma, listed in critical condition. Telnis is charged with murder and attempted murder. Tulare County detectives quickly confirmed she had no criminal history in Tulare, but found she had a very dark past in Montana, and the circumstances are eerily similar. In 2008, Telnis brought a 10-month-old Jackson to a river and admittedly attempted to drown the baby because, quote, bad thoughts or voices told her to do so, according to sheriff's officials in Mineral County, Montana. Telnis was initially charged with attempted murder, but struck a deal and pleaded guilty to 2 counts of child endangerment. Court documents say Telnis's ability to understand her actions of trying to drown the baby were, quote, seriously compromised as a result of her psychotic symptoms. Telnis was committed to the Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services for a total term of 20 years. It's still unclear how everything unfolded, but family says Telnis spent less than a year in a mental hospital. The plea deal outlines several privileges and rights Telnis lost, such as owning a firearm and pepper spray, having a guard dog, consuming alcohol, or gambling. But one set of rights it appears she got to keep: her parental rights. The plea deal for her criminal case says the state would allow what contact, if any, she'd get with her son. In what is called a dependent and neglect case in Montana, the state could have stripped Telnis of her parental rights or recommended reunification between mother and son. All dependent and neglect cases are sealed, but it would appear Telnis did get to keep her parental rights, because about a year later, the same Missoula judge who presided over her attempted murder case in 2009 also presided over her divorce. That same judge granted Telnis custody of baby Jackson in 2010.
There is so much more to this story. Tomorrow we will have much more for you on how this horrific crime unfolded and the divorce hearing that granted Telnis child custody. We'll also be hearing from the man who fought Telnis for custody and told a judge that she was a danger to her children and severely mentally ill. Telnis is also scheduled to be in court tomorrow. For now, in studio, I'm Olivia Lavoie, 17 News.